The Section 5 high school football season has come down to this, a New York State Class A qualifier, next, right here on Spectrum News 1. From Webster Schrader High School, it's a New York State Class A qualifier between the UPrep Griffins and the Canandaigua Academy Braves. Hello, everybody. I'm Carl Falk along with Jamie Magone. And Jamie, tonight, UPrep, one loss on the season. They avenged that to get here last week. They beat Brighton convincingly, and they're led by a running back who's had an unbelievable high school season. Ray Kim Chenier has over 1,500 yards on the season.
That's right, Carl. Ray Kim Chenier is a force to be reckoned with. He's listed at 6'1", 230 pounds. He had 6 games this year over 100 yards, 2 of those games over 300 yards. UPrep is a run-first football team, and that's led by Ray Kim Chenier. They're going to have to go to him tonight if they want a chance to win.
And for Canandaigua, we saw them last week in their game against Spencerport. They're undefeated on the season. Last week we talked about the quarterback, but the quarterback, Brian Boldrin, had a great game throwing to Jackson Grant.
Yeah, Jackson Grant is special. We saw last week how he can stretch the field with those deep balls, but what makes him even more dangerous is that he can just catch those quick passes right out in the flat and make things happen on his own, run for long plays, make things happen with his speed. And if they can get the ball to him, the Canandaigua should have success tonight.
It should be a great one. Buckle up. Next, right here on Spectrum News 1.
Right away, we saw number 7 for Canandaigua. That is Jackson Grant, a player to watch. And Jamie, keys for the game tonight.
Yeah, that's right. For UPrep, they like to run the ball. They want to control the time possession. We know how dynamic Canandaigua's offense is. UPrep has to control the ball, win that turnover battle. We mentioned they have a strong defensive line. Sharon Watkins with 18 and a half sacks, on the season. If he can put pressure on Brian Boldrin, then maybe they can force a turnover.
So here's Canandaigua's first play. Boldrin back to pass. Throws a quick out, and it's off the hands of number 8, Elliott Morgan. They're trying to get something going quickly to the outside. Had an opportunity, maybe a little high, and something to look for early, the nerves. This is a big game for these two teams.
Yeah, that's right. You see just right through his hands. It was a little high, but catchable ball. And one of the keys for Canandaigua that we didn't get to was to get the ball to their skill players. And we see right away, just try to do a quick pass and see what their skill players could do on the outside.
Junior, from the shotgun, back to pass, looks, throws back to the left, has a man. Who else? Christopher Jean gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and it's now 14-13 UPrep over Canandaigua.
Yeah, and we saw something similar from Canandaigua earlier. The whole offense shifts over to the right, as we'll see right here. Davis Jr. Oh, we're going to see the touchdown right here. Yeah, he just pulls out the lefty throw. There's pressure on him, and he gets hit like right after he throws. But Mark McClary wide open down the field. They caught him off guard. I don't know that anyone knew that UPrep had this play up their sleeve. I mean, just a great time to pull that one out right after the turnover. Maybe Canandaigua was a little disoriented, and they connect. McClary, the touchdown guy on this team, if anyone's getting a touchdown reception, it's usually him, and he finishes that one off as well.
And it's now 14-13. Again, just under 10 minutes left in this game. Win, and they are moving on. And we're going to send it down to the field right now to Jamie Magone, who's got a couple players, and Coach Jeff Welch with him. Jamie?
Thanks, Carl. That's right. I'm here with head coach Jeff Welch, Elliott Morgan, and Eric Platten. Coach, I'm going to start with you. Just talk about the physicality of this game and the grit your guys showed tonight.
Well, first of all, credit to that team, that coaching staff, those players. That's one heck of a football team. But we proved we could win a close game, and I'm telling you that kick by Eric Platten that might be the most clutch play we've had in Canandaigua in a very, very long time. For a kid who doesn't rep it that much to just step in and bang it, I mean, it's impressive.
Absolutely, and you guys won sectionals, you won this qualifier. How far can this team go?
Well, we got Buffalo next week, so we'll talk about that.
All right, thanks, Coach. Now, Elliott Morgan, you had over 100 yards of total offense, 33 on the ground, I think in the 60s through the air. Just what were you seeing today that made you so successful?
Well, it's all in the play calling, really. Any different night, any different player can have that kind of night, That's the type of team we have. We have so many different weapons, and tonight was just one of those nights for me, I guess.
Yeah, talk about how it was out on that field. It looked like things got a little chippy. Maybe there was some talk going on. Talk to me about the atmosphere on the field.
It was a little chippy, not too bad, but it was definitely a very physical game, probably the most physical game we've played so far, and it was a really good one.
All right, thanks a lot. I'm gonna move on over to the clutch hero over here that we have, Eric Platten. Obviously, talk to me about the kick. What was going through your head? What were the nerves like?
I mean, honestly, I wasn't too nervous just because we do that stuff every day in practice. He always, after the end of our offensive series, goes, this is the game-winning kick, and he'll put me from every different spot on the field. So it was just kind of like second nature because of what the coaches put us through.
Wow, and just talk about, afterwards now, the feeling of elation. This is a memory that's going to last a lifetime.
Of course. I've had dreams of it, but never thought it would happen. But now that it's happened, it's just, something I can't ever forget.
All right, thanks a lot. Congratulations. Go enjoy it. Back to you, Carl.
Thanks, Jamie. And